Hello and welcome everyone. I hope that you all are having a great day, great evening, great week. My name is Kat and I will be continuing on my drawing journey. Yay! Um, Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different with the story. I hope that all of you enjoy that. Please let me know what your thoughts are in the comments or just on chat, whichever. I am using to record my video OBS. Naturally, I'm on YouTube for the live stream. Sorry, folks, if you prefer a different streaming service. I'm sorry. My headgear is. Give me a second. Onikuma! I forgot that it was an Onikuma. My apologies. And my tablet. There it is. Is a Huon, I think Canvas 19. And my drawing software is a Sketchbook Pro. So, yeah. Yep. Sorry. The past couple of days, I've actually had some technical difficulties, and it's been a little frustrating, not gonna lie. Oh no, you saw the back of my screen? No! Anyways. Again, I hope that y'all are doing well and that you enjoyed today's video. And, yeah. Now, going back to what I was saying earlier about the fact that I was having technical difficulties, I literally did not have internet yesterday. Oh no! Like, it wasn't even my router being wonky, because sometimes my router is actually wonky. But, you know, it wasn't that the case this time around, so. Oops. No! Bad! Crud. You know that statement about having technical difficulties? Yes, I once again, and yeah. So what my computer likes to do when I'm not, when I haven't turned it on, or when I just turned it on, is that it likes to change my selection for my drawing screen. It's very frustrating. Enjoy. The Yellow Fairy Book, edited by Andrew Lang, from the 2019 collection of Project Gutenberg. Story 10. Once upon a time, there was a king who determined to take a long voyage. He assembled his fleet and all the seamen and set out. They went straight on night and day until they came to an island which was covered with large trees, and under every tree lay a lion. As soon as the king had landed his men, the lions all rose up together and tried to devour them. After a long battle, they managed to overcome the wild beasts, but the greater number of the men were killed. Those who remained alive now went on through the forest and found on the other side of it a beautiful garden, in which all the plants of the world flourished together. There were also in the garden 3 springs. The first flowed with silver, the second with gold, and the third with pearls. The men unbuckled their knapsacks and filled them with those precious things. In the middle of the garden, they found a large lake, and when they reached the edge of it, the lake began to speak and said to them,
"What men are you? And what brings you here? Are you come to visit our king?"
But they were much too frightened to answer. Then the lake spoke.
"You do well to be afraid, for it is at your peril that you are come hither. Our king, who has 7 heads, is now asleep. but in a few minutes he will wake up and come to me to take his bath. Woe to anyone who meets him in the garden, for it is impossible to escape from him. This is what you must do if you wish to save your lives. Take off your clothes and spread them on the path which leads from here to the castle. The king will then glide over something soft, which he likes very much, and he will be so pleased with that he will not devour you. He will give you some punishment, but then he will let you go.
The men did as the lake advised them, and waited for a time. At noon the earth began to quake, and opened in many places, and out of the openings appeared lions, tigers, and other wild beasts, which surrounded the castle, and thousands of beasts came out of the castle, following their king, the seven-headed serpent. The serpent glided over the clothes which were spread out for him, came to the lake, and asked it who had strewn those soft things on the path. And the lake answered that it had been done by the people who had come to do him homage. The king commanded that the men should be brought before him. They came humbly on their knees, and in a few words they told him their story. Then he spoke to them with a mighty and terrible voice and said, "Because you have dared to come here, I lay upon you the punishment. Every year you must bring me from among your people 12 youths and 12 maidens, that I may devour them. If you do not do this, I will destroy your whole nation." Then he desired one of his beasts to show the men on the way out of the garden, and dismissed them. They left the island behind and went back to their own country, where they related what had happened to them. Soon the time came around when the king of the beasts would expect the youths and the maidens to be brought to him. The king therefore issued a proclamation inviting 12 youths and 12 maidens to offer themselves up to save their country. And immediately many young people, far more than enough, hastened to do so. A new ship was built and set with black sails, and in it the youths and the maidens who were appointed for the king of the beasts embarked and set out for his country. When they arrived there, they went at once to the lake, and this time the lions did not stir, nor did the springs flow, and neither did the lake speak. So they waited then, and it was not long before the earth quaked even more terribly than the first time. The seven-headed serpent came out without his train of beasts and saw his prey waiting for him, and devoured it at one mouthful. Then the ship's crew returned home, and the same thing happened yearly until many years had passed. Now the king of this unhappy country was growing old, and so was the queen. They had no children, and one day the queen was sitting at the window, weeping bitterly because she was childless, and knew that the crown would therefore pass to strangers after the king's death. Suddenly a little old woman appeared before her, holding an apple in her hand, and said, "Why do you weep, my queen? What makes you so unhappy?" "Alas, good mother," answered the queen, "I am unhappy because I have no children." "Is that what vexes you?" said the old woman. "Listen to me. I am a nun from the spinning convent, and my mother, when she died, left me this apple. Whoever eats this apple shall have a child." The queen gave the old woman money and bought the apple from her. Then she peeled it and ate it and threw the rind out of the window. And as it so happened that a mare that was running loose in the court below ate up the rind. After a time, the queen had a little boy, and the mare also had a male foal. And the boy and the foal grew up together and loved each other like brothers. In course of time, the king died, and so did the queen, and their son, who was now 19 years old, was left alone. One day, when he and his horse were walking together, the horse said to him, "Listen to me, for I love you and wish for your good and that of the country. If you go on every year sending 12 youths and 12 maidens to the king of the beasts, your country will very soon be ruined. Mount up on my back, and I will take you to a woman who can direct you how to kill the 7-headed serpent." Then the youth mounted his horse, who carried him far away to a mountain which was hollow, for in its side was a great underground cavern. In the cavern sat an old woman spinning. This was a cloister of nuns, and the old woman was the abbess. They all spent their time in spinning, and that is why the convent has this name. All around the walls of the cavern there were beds cut out of the solid rock, upon which the nuns slept, and in the middle a light was burning. It was the duty of the nuns to watch the light in turns, that it might never go out, and if any one of them let it go out, the others put her to death. As soon as the king's son saw the old abbess spinning, he threw himself at her feet and entreated her to tell him how he could kill the 7-headed serpent. She made the youth rise, embraced him, and said, "Know, my son, that it is I who sent the nun to your mother and caused you to be born, and that with your horse, with those who help you, will be able to free the world from the monster. I will tell you what you have to do. Load your horse with cotton and go by a secret passage, which I will show you, which is hidden from the wild beasts, to the serpent's palace. You will find the king asleep upon his bed, which is hung around with bells, and over his bed you will see a sword hanging. With this sword only it is possible to kill the serpent, because even if its blade breaks, a new one will grow again for every head the monster has. Thus you will be able to cut off all of his 7 heads. And this you must also do in order to deceive the king. You must slip into his bedchamber very softly and stop up all the bells which are around his bed with cotton. Then take down the sword gently and quickly give the monster a blow on his tail with it. This will make him wake up, and if he catches sight of you, he will squeeze you. But you must quickly cut off his head first, and then wait until the next one comes up, and then strike it off also, and go on until you have cut off all 7 of his heads." The old abbess then gave the prince her blessing, and he set out upon his enterprise, arriving at the serpent's castle by following the secret passage which she had shown him. And by carefully attending to all her directions, he happily succeeded in killing the monster. As soon as the wild beasts heard of their king's death, they all hastened to the castle. But the youth had long since mounted his horse and was already far out of their reach. They pursued him as fast as they could, but they found it impossible to overtake him. He reached home in safety and thus freed his country from this terrible oppression. So I hope that you guys enjoyed the story today. Not today's video. That's at the end of the video. We're not there yet. Anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed today's story. out of all the ones I've read so far, this is the one that is so different because it's not, oh hey, in order to go and get your true love or whatever, in order to go and get your true love, you must absolutely fail at your task, be seduced, and then go back. Um, not to be, not to, yeah, yeah. This is a weird story in regards to that. This one is, hey, do what I say, and you're going to totally win the day. And nobody's actually in, um, like no one actually really did much wrong. Maybe, maybe like the foreign king and his soldiers. But at the same time, like seriously, 12 kids, that's so ridiculous. Absolutely 100% ridiculous on that. So, it's absolutely nuts. Nuts, nuts, nuts. That's like that. Um, but it's such a it that's the one thing that is like there's no bad guy in this story. Like there's no one clearly doing anything wrong. Even in the one that what was it? The dragon? Not the dragon's grandmother, but the other one where the guy's supposed to go and um help with the defeat the dragon and he essentially seduces a witch and she's just like, yeah, yeah. He essentially stabs her in the back. I mean, that's not to say that wasn't necessarily a thing, but or that wasn't going to end up being a thing. But oh my gosh. So it is it yeah, the dude in that dragon one was just it was okay. It was okay, but still. This one was just like, "Hey, go do this thing and do it how I tell you to, and everything will succeed." And I don't care what anyone says. Though I don't care what they wrote. It was probably the only way that the story was going to end up surviving. But that abbess was 100% the high priestess, and the convent was totally a coven. Because I don't know about you, I don't know many convents that has magical apples. I mean, there could be, but not one that I'm aware of. So that's fun. Oh. Anyways, do 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 do. Um. So yeah, yeah, that's a thing. Um. But yeah, yeah. Mm. It's so weird. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, I'm yawning. I've been quite tired these last couple of days. I went to bed an hour. Now, granted, I did end up reading for a little while. I was reading Andrea Earhart's Mural Money. Um, but I was in bed before, like, I was in bed an hour before my usual bedtime. And I was just like, nope, I'm done for today. Um, didn't help that the night before I was I was up late. I was up really late the night before. Which was when I did the live stream. The live stream is not the reason why I was up late. before before y'all start wigging out, that is not the case. Um no, I tend to one of my bad neurodivergent traits is that I tend to um I tend to overbook myself, and instead of backing out and saying, "You know what? This is not something that I can actually do." I will just be like, "I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to do it anyways." And so I end up causing myself a lot of harm. Let's go make you longer. Because if it's a sword that can go after a snake, it's got to have some sort of snake-esque features, right? Um, but yeah, I actually, out of all the stories I've read, I think this one is have read so far. This one is my favorite. Have I read all these stories before? No. Not in this book. I think so with Andrew Lang, he has his Rainbow Fairy series. And there are some odd colors in it, but like I think there's a gray fairy book. I'm just like, interesting. Are they all stories about death? Um and they might be. Um but the thing that's interesting about it is that he oh shit. I'm sorry. Um so he has all these like things, or he has all these fairy books, and I think I stumbled on them by with the fourth book. I don't know. It was a thing. So, meh. Oh my goodness. I'm very sleepy. If you guys are sleepy too. Okay, mind you guys, I'm doing this like, I'm gonna sound old here. I'm doing this at like 9 o'clock at night, but I'm also getting up like 5 a.m. just being like, yeah, man, let's go get the day. And I'm just like, you know what? I don't think that this is a good idea anymore. So, there's that. Anyways. But yeah, no. I have always been like this whenever I get up at 5 a.m. I have absolutely no energy by the time 9 o'clock comes around. I'm just like, no. No. So yes, I was in bed around 9 yesterday. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. So I was just like, this is not cool. This is not cool. Anyways. um, but nevertheless, here we are. Oh no, I made it disappear. What will I ever do? Oh wait, there's it is. No, I'm all good. I'm all good. So, but yeah, no, this story was overly wholesome. Wholesome story. Wholesome story. I need to make you go a different way. This is not how I need you to do it. Do. Hello, human! There we go. Yay! So, anyways, yeah, no, it's a thing, man. It's a thing. I have no idea what the thing is, but there is a thing. Um, So I have been recently, some coworkers of mine have been introducing me to a bunch of new games that are coming out. And I'm just like, what? Like, as you guys know, I play games, or I stream games on Saturday. I don't just play games on Saturday. I really don't. I promise. I know it may not seem like it, but I don't. Um Anyways, the games that I've been introduced to, there's like every other day there seems to be like a new like 20 games that they introduce me to. I'm like, can you just give me a list that I can just go shopping with? Be like, yeah, man, these are the games I want. But you know that'll never happen.
Never, ever, ever happen.
So, if there are any questions, I would be more than happy to answer them. Anyways, it's all good. All of them are different sizes, which they shouldn't be, which is fine for now. So I guess I can go and do a book review while I'm drawing this. So, let's go with Mural Money for right now, because that's what I'm reading. Aside from this story. Woot. And I've already given her my review for this one. Yeah, man. But, Mural Money is 100% like, if you want to go and be a muralist or a, plein air type artist, by all means, go for it. The thing with that is that that book will be able to help you a lot more than it'll be able to help artists in other industries, unless you really can apply some of, or really sit down and think about, okay, this strategy worked here, how can I get it so that it can work in other media or in other sections. This sword is super wonky. I will fix it, but not right now. The
Excuse me.
okay. Let's go with a bent blade this time. So you have to take everything that's said in it as if you're going to be a mural artist first, or a traditional painter first. Because let me tell you, going and doing drawings out in public is great and everything, but it's a little harder when you want to be a graphic designer. You can't exactly go into a public space and do that, because most of the time graphic designers are working under NDAs. So you kind of got to go and do a lot of that word of mouth stuff, which she talks about. And it's really good. The other thing about it is that, you know, she admits to it, but there was a lot of luck in her case. I don't know if she's neurospicy or not, And in some cases, well, that doesn't matter. In other cases, it does. I think that there are some aspects that she's not quite aware of, which is fine, and she admits to that in her book. She 100% admits to that in her book. Not that she's neurospicy or anything, but that she's only speaking when she's writing the in the beginning. She's talking about, I can only speak to my personal experience, which was 100% okay. Like, that's awesome. I absolutely will not why are you not doing the thing? It's not doing the thing. Let's go with 75. There we go. Okay. Which if you focus on that aspect and really understand that, hey, this isn't an end all be all. This just is the system that works best for her and people in general. I'm a silly human. Give me 30 seconds. Sorry. Give me 30 seconds. I'll be right back. Okay. Sorry about that. So, here's the thing. I forgot that I have a plastic ruler that is really, really good. That is see-through. Ooh, see-through. That I can literally come in here and just be like, waha! I have a nice straight line. The where I want it and the when I want it, and I don't have to go and fight for all the stuff to go my way. You have nothing. Yeah. Okay. Right. Oh no. Then I don't have to. I also don't have to fight it, as I am going from this. I can just slide it all the way down in the same section. Woohoo! I don't know why I did that, because I gotta go and do that middle section too. I don't know why I'm being super like, yeah, man. Because that was very, very silly of me. That's not working, man. Okay. Truzzy. That's not right. Promise this works. But then again, I have always had a hard time drawing a straight line IRL. Or a parallel line IRL. Always, always, always. Always, always, always. See? See? You're just gonna be a jerk to me, aren't you? Okay. There's that line. Yeah, it's close enough for shits and grins. Excuse my language. Kind of. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Don't be mad at me. Do 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 do. Do. You know what? I want you to be like that. And I want you to be like that. And you are not the eveny that I want. I know that made no sense, but that's okay. Okay, I'm happy with that now. Woot! Yay! Well, yes, I do watch lots of Doctor Who. How did you know? Anyways, if you guys ever have a Doctor Who question, I will answer it. But be careful. You may not like my answers. Also, I get very impassioned. I will kind of apologize for that. Kind of. Like, very much kind of. Eh, eh. Oh, yes, I also do watch a lot of manga. Or read a lot of manga. And watch a lot of anime. How'd you guess? Because I'm spending an absurd amount of time going and designing the sword? Ah, I do love me some good old-fashioned manga. And anime. I'll definitely say that I certainly have not been watching a lot of animes. I stopped watching them for like a good little while. Because they just weren't the same. I mean, which is a good thing, but it seems like the industry right now is going through this period where, of course I don't have a reference. Why would you ask if I had a reference? It's not like I don't have freaking... Crud, I forget what the sword's name is. Aragon... No. No, not Aragon's. Gandalf's sword. It's not like I have Gandalf's sword just sitting in my closet. Why ever would I have that? Why ever would I have something like that sitting in my closet? Or, you know, the two katana-esque swords that totally prove that I'm a weeb. I don't have any of that I'm staring at. Which I am totally 100,000% am not staring at. Which I should be staring at, but I'm not. I got them specifically so that I could stare at them when I did stuff like this. See, right now, for anyone who doesn't know art, I am making a complete amateur mistake. No, I don't want to. I don't want to use them. I will muscle through it. This is what happens when you muscle through art. You will spend 1,000 times more time making the designs than if you just... Oh my gosh. I've got to go and reset the calibration for the stylus. It's a little bit off. Anyways. I will not be a professional artist here and use a reference. Nope. Nope. That's not what I'm doing today. I am not using a reference. This is a conscious choice. I'm quite aware of what I did. I'm quite aware I gave an artist another stream. You were completely allowed to shitpost me. Absolutely troll me. Do it. I have absolutely no problems with that. I own up to the fact that I totally shot myself in the foot here. Like 100% shot myself in the foot here. I totally own up to it. If anyone ever looks through these again and would like to see one of these drawings, or like to see the interior drawings done with a fuzzy cat, would like to see this sword done with a reference, by all means, by absolutely all means, message me and or be like, I want to see the sword, and I will maybe eventually do the sword. The stream's almost over. You can go and harass me about it later. I will. How about I will make you a deal? I will make you a deal. I will use reference in my next stream. How's that? Deal? I will make sure to find a reference photo for my next stream. How's that? On Tuesday. Next Tuesday. You know what? Let's go with this. And then we'll go with this. And whoops, nope, we need to go up here. And then this needs to go here. And this goes over here. Shush. No. There we go. There we go. And then I promise I do know how to use references and everything. Oh yeah, by the way, next month will be the start of crap, I think it's next month. Otherwise, it's next week. We'll see how much of a panic I am next week. But I believe next month is when season 4, or is it 5, of Pin Click, the Clever Kaiju Pin Click, is happening. And I will be a part of that section, which reminds me, I have a drawing that I've got to get working on. I've got a painting that I've got to get working on. Eek! That one is going to have lots and lots of reference to it. The first drawing is repainting an old painting. And there is a painting that I have that I want to go and redo. Unfortunately, it's a really, really old painting, and unfortunately, my little brain is wanting to make it super complicated. But it's not super complicated, like in the way that, oh my god, it's going to be impossible to paint. No. It's going to be fairly easy to paint. It's just complicated because there's a part of it I've never done before. And I'm like, this is how it's going to be, because this is how it should have been to begin with. And yeah. And I think that in the end, it will look so much better. Because of those changes. The new version, because of those changes. And no, those changes will not be up on the stream. I'm sorry, I will not be streaming the painting on that. I will be recording it. But it will, I can't show it off until the pin click stream. And that is the last Thursday. So I won't be doing a stream on my channel, but I will be doing a stream. So that'll be fun. I do lots of streams. I actually need to really start doing some pre-recorded videos. Because September is going to be a very, very crazy month for me, and I won't be able to do a lot of my live streams. I've got a week where I won't be able to do any live streams. I'm sorry, folks. So I'll be posting process vids prior to that. Okie dokie. Oh, right.
That's not what you wanted, bro.
So there is that, and I'm so sorry, kind of, that will be happening. And it's not stuff that you can just go and be like, yeah, you can't go and do any of this. No, it's all stuff that has to happen and everything. So, I finally did a thing. Can you guys guess what the thing is that I did? I finally went and made a palette that is just for this particular fairy book. And it's all like based in the yellow chroma. And if you don't know that, if you take this right here and put it up against like true green and everything, it's not going to end up looking like true green. So, here we are. I hope you guys enjoy that. I wonder if I can move these around. What? Oh, I totally can! Aha! You need to go down here. You need to go up here. I'm just discovered something to play with. I'm so sorry. This is not what I need to be doing. I'm sorry. My monkey brain has decided. Have you guys ever played I Love Hue? It is a hue matching game that literally this is what you do. You decide what hues go where. And it's so much fun! Kind of. Kind of. Like, kind of a lot. Sus. What happened, bro? I didn't do that. How'd that happen? Dude, that was so cool. I want to do it again, but at the same time, I do. How'd that happen? Oh. Okay, that's how that happened. Okay. That's not what I want to do. So if you go in between them, it'll move whole rows. That's so cool. I don't think I can go any further below. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's kind of poopy. Purple. Anyways. Again, this is not what I should be doing. Oops. Okay. I promise. I'm okay, guys. I really am. I promise I am. However, you know, color theory is an important thing to know. Definitely this is not the time to be playing with color theory. But it's okay. Wait, do you go there? Oh, you totally go there. So this is literally how you play, I Love You. Bugger. Minus the fact that whole rows move. Will you stop that? So, you know, there's that. Okay, there's that. You don't go there. You don't go there either. That's fine. Woot. Okay, you don't go there. That's fine. See, this is exactly how I Love Hue works. And if you want to develop your, like, if you want to play a game that will really help with your understanding of color theory, this game definitely, I say this game, but it's a true statement. This game definitely goes and teaches you how to do color theory. It is so awesome and really, really hard at the same time. Because you're like, this color works here. No, bae, it does not go there. Yes, it does. No, no, it doesn't. I'm just like, oh, but it does. It does not. And if you're still developing your eye, it can be really, really hard to play the game. But it's a really good game to learn and play. Do 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 do. This is not the way I should do it. I should go and put you over there. Do 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 do. I don't know why you didn't move, but it's okay, because you will. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Ooh. Well. No, that's fine. That's fine. I think that's fine. Oh, that's why. Because I need you to move 2 over. And you need to be right there, but I can't do it like that. Okay. They're not Pantone. They're not Pantone. I'm sorry. Okay, I need to stop. I need to stop playing with it. These are not Pantones. These are they are off of. Let me go and pull up the website. Yes, there's a website. Ah. Nope. Yes. Right. So this is the website. I'm using the gamut masking tool. It's an incredibly helpful thing, and if you don't know it, you need to get used to it. So literally, the colors I chose are based on, yeah, are like literally based on these colors right here. Actually, yeah, based on these colors right here. So I went down from here. I didn't go and pick these, but this won't actually scale up, unfortunately. But you can sit here and determine like what kind of thing, because it doesn't actually have a gamut masking, but like this pink right here is literally this red right here. Like, not even joking. Not even joking. That is literally the red right there. Now, flip side, you could go over here and just that's your colors. Yeah. No, these are not Pantones because I am not doing stuff in Pantones right now. Because I don't need stuff like that with this particular type of piece. Thank you very much. If you don't know Pantones, Pantones are the truest true for printing. They are scientifically formulated so then what you see on your computer is what gets printed. And it's thanks to Pantone. I think they have a partner with another company, I'm not sure, that does a similar and different kind of stuff. I know that was super helpful. There we go. This is the one that I chose. Because I'm working digitally, instead of traditionally. This is the Urambi wheel that I went through. And do they so this is literally taken from James Gurney's Light and Color, or his blog post. Excellent dude, absolutely brilliant artist. If you want to understand, like actually delve into color theory and improve your painting, read his book Light and Color. Absolutely fantastic. Like he talks about the differences between the standard, you know, red, yellow, orange, green, whatever, the standard wheel and the Urambi wheel, which is more inclusive of colors and everything. Pretty much it picks every single color out, which is why I have chosen the Urambi wheel. And then he also talks about masking. And as you can see, one, he's a very consistent painter. Like, once he picks a subject, he's able to paint it ad nauseum. Poor dude. I really do feel bad for him. He got it through work. He got that skill through work, so it shows a lot. And but this is how he does that, is that he'll go and pick kind of the scene color for his pieces, trying to convey a certain mood. Because if you use, as you can see, here's like super warm, springy, this feels more wintry, and this one feels like the world is dying type, and just a sepia black and white photograph. I do recommend his book. His books, I absolutely do reference them. They are great. Yeah. Yeah. I can literally go and open up the book. The only thing that makes me unhappy about this is the fact that you can't really go and choose what your triangle looks like. As far as I can tell, yeah. As far as I can tell, you can, like, this is as close as you're gonna get to that. That's not what I said. No, go away. Delete. Okay, cool. Clearly I've played with it so much. But that's like my biggest issue with this, and there is a painting program out there that does a digital painting program out there that does actually have a masking tool built into its color wheel. It is not Sketchbook, unfortunately. I'm sorry. That is the wrong button. So I went and changed my screen order again and my screen layout, so I have to get used to the new setup. I'm not quite there yet. Anyways, it's a really good tool, and I wish that more painting programs actually had it, because you got it really changes the feels in the end. If you have any questions about it, please feel free to ask. I hope that you all have a great night and a great week, and that you all stay safe out there. Absolutely stay safe, because I would love to see you in my next video, even if I am playing video games. It's fine. Sorry, now I'm being a little bit slap happy. Anyways, I hope that you guys are all doing good, and I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Be safe out there, and I hope you guys enjoyed the story and enjoyed today's drawing session, where I made minimal progress. It's okay, though. I will chat with y'all later. You have a good one. Where's the button? There's the button. Yes.